Yeah, that was an unbelievable game. It was great for the fans. Appreciate all the fans that showed up. It's, finals have been done, so thought the student section was packed. It's great. Appreciate the students and everybody else in town that showed up, made it an environment we were hoping to get out of bringing Houston here. So our guys showed a lot of fight. That's most physical game they're going to probably be involved with all year. It's a tough, hard nosed, hard playing team, and we didn't do a great job on the glass, but we figured out a way to get a win. I mean, it's ironic that the game was kind of won on a offensive rebound. I think it was our only one of the second half. So, we didn't do a great job in the second half with the rebounding, but our guys hung in there, stuck with it. JD's starting to come around, and Shaq made some big shots there late. I mean, those the 4-point play and the 3 that fouled it up were big, but we want to play tough games like this. I mean, this win's going to go a long ways, and it was a hard fought win. It's a big win for the program.
Just what was your view of that final possession? And I think Houston was looking for a goaltending call. And I know on TV it looked like you might have been looking for a handshake yourself after the game ended.
I mean, yeah, if I was in their shoes, I'd be looking for a goaltending call too. I think they wanted a review. I looked at it from all the different angles. It was nowhere close to being in the cylinder from what I saw. So, I didn't talk to the refs, but just kind of waiting there to see if they, I think they were trying to talk to the refs to see if they get a review, and the refs didn't review it. So, been that. I think my first year here when Petty had one, but it's nice to be on the right side of that for one time.
Hey, coach, ball goes up for that 3, misses, then you have the layup go up and it gets blocked. We talk to players all the time about what goes through their minds in those moments. But as a head coach, standing there on the side of the court, what went through your mind in that final possession?
All we talked about for a week was rebound, and we might lose the game on a rebound. Now both of our centers had fouled out. They didn't do a very good job rebounding themselves, but you kind of undersized with Juwan in there. Juwan tried to fight, didn't come up with it. That guy his man kept it alive, and somebody else came in. JD didn't come up with the rebound, but he came up with a big play at their end with a block. It's kind of reminiscent of LSU in the SEC championship when we forced them to miss at the end, and we missed a check out and they missed a tip in. So we got, it comes down to a defensive rebounding game a lot of times in those last few seconds where you secure a rebound. So we got to do a better job. We should have got the first rebound on that, but shoot, I mean, they had 21 offensive rebounds. They had our analytics company has them for 51% offensive rebounding rate. They got more there. I guess this is, I don't know how that came up, but must have been free throws don't count. And then we had 27 defensive rebounds. They had 21 offensive rebounds. They're getting almost as many of their misses as we're getting.
Coach, I do have 2, please, if I could. Jahvon Quinerly, what improvement have you seen from last year to this year? And I did want to ask about the technical foul. Did you get an explanation on that in the first half, Coach?
Quinerly's been getting a lot of different things. We asked him to get better at it. He's a much better defender. The ball's moving. He's a big-time breakdown guy that, all the teams have a hard time staying in front of him, and I think he's doing a better job running the team and really us winning, and, that's evidenced by his defensive play. So, I'm looking right now. He's, he was, his defensive efficiency numbers were right there, in the mix with everybody else this game. So he's pretty good. As far as the tech goes, it was, I believe it was Joe Lindsay. It was his first call of the game was the over the back by JD. I thought they had gone over our back to get the first offensive rebound of the game, which if they're not going to call it, they're not going to call it. I didn't complain about that one. Our guys got to do a better job boxing out, but then if we're not going to call this one, but then first time we go for an old board, it gets called. That was my gripe. Like, are you calling them or not calling them? If you're not going to call them, it's not call them. If you're going to call them, let's call them both ways. Well, I guess I stayed on it too long because it was his first call he had made. So didn't say much to him after that. So we got a few calls though. They were in some foul trouble. I mean, it was now they play physical too. I mean, they fouled both our centers out. So foul trouble went both ways in this one.
Yeah, Jake, you said that this game was kind of won in practice and just the way you guys approached this week. And it's your first time with back-to-back wins over ranked teams in a while now. Just what does that say about the composure of your team and the ability to kind of sustain success?
Yeah, I thought we had 3 really good practices, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday going in. We got significantly better on the rebounding in those 3 practices. We obviously didn't do a great job, especially in the second half. I thought we were better in the first half, but thought, they showed some toughness. We told our guys it's going to be a backyard brawl. I mean, it's like an alley fight, and it was. I mean, it's a tough, physical game. I mean, our turnovers, basically it was rebounding and turnovers. We couldn't turn the ball. We had to rebound it. Turnovers we got fixed in the second half, and the rebounding we were good in the first half, not the second half. But yeah, I mean, we thought we had some tough practices. I think guys realize how hard they have to play to win these type of games. And sure, we got another one. I mean, Memphis has, they're struggling now, but they've got much talent as anybody on our schedule. They got 2 kids that projected lottery picks, depending on what you look at. So we're gonna have to, be smart with the practices. They played last night, so they've got an extra day of prep. So we'll make sure our guys' legs are under them by Tuesday. But we got an unbelievable schedule sitting there in front of us, and we've answered the bell for the most part with the Gonzaga one to win.
Yeah, Coach, I want to ask about the rebounding. The offensive rebounds was something that I saw a lot through fan interaction that they were kind of displeased with moving forward. How do you want to kind of correct that?
Shoot, we're all displeased with it. I mean, we got our butt kicked in the class. I mean, we if you look consistently, Kelvin Sampson's teams may be the best offensive rebounding teams in the country, though. So this is what they've recruited to, hung their hat on, coach hard every day. We got to do a better job of it. Some of our bigs didn't rebound the ball well enough. Kind of Darius, Noah, Juwan, and Charles kind of play all the minutes to 4 and 5. They had a combined 7 rebounds, where Juwan Roberts, their 4-man, has 13 rebounds total. So whether it's, we got to do a better job coaching it. I mean, we knew this was going to be a war, though, and I'm going to have to look at the video and see exactly what. Now, some of it was guards getting beat on breakdowns, big stepping up and helping, and then it wasn't really the big's fault giving up the old board because they had to come over and help when some of our guards got beat on blow-bys and the guard didn't get to the smash down after he got beat. But we found a way to win the game. We got to get better on the rebounding. Yeah, the fans aren't the only ones not happy with the rebounding. The coaching staff and the players aren't really either.
Coach, Juwan Gary had a career high in scoring in the first half. What do you think of his effort, and who won the hard hat tonight?
Yeah, Juwan did. It's ironic how that works. The guys that play really hard and make a lot of the blue collar plays, tend to have pretty good scoring games a lot of times. He's been playing hard for us. He's finding ways to slash, get to the rim. He hit the 1-3, got to the free throw line. He was pretty good at the free throw line. This is going to be a tough physical game. Juwan's arguably our most physical, toughest player. He's got a body for it. He's a big, strong kid, and he answered the bell in a huge way for us tonight. And I mean, he's just been all about winning, making the right plays, trying to figure out what he can do to help us win. And I was happy as can be for Juwan tonight. Thanks. Appreciate you guys.